Hey, everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with the Tuesday edition of Today in Sports Betting. Had to think for a minute, Scott. As always, I am joined by Scott Reichel to keep me on track and let me know what day it is and let me know what sport we're talking about. Baseball, right, buddy?
Yes, we're talking about baseball. It's a good thing that we showed up to rehearsal, so we know what day it is. But yeah, looking forward to talking about some baseball. I know a decent amount of teams had the day off yesterday. Pretty quiet day in the MLB, but most of the teams back in action, so we got a lot to talk about.
Pretty happy the Royals didn't lose, so
That was the beauty. That's a perfect spot for an off day.
good day for me. Scott, got a couple of interesting games going on tomorrow. You've got, I know, a spot that you love to fade. You've got the pitcher going for his second straight no-hitter. See, you always like to say it's the start after his no-hitter, and I always like to say he's going for his second straight no-hitter.
Mm-hmm.
As John Means squares off against the reinvigorated, can I say that, Scott? The reinvigorated Marcus Stroman.
You already said it, so yeah, let's let it ride.
John Means, Scott, unlike a lot of the pitchers that have thrown no-hitters this year, he was actually pitching really well when he threw his no-hitter. You know, a lot of the other ones have just kind of been, having decent seasons. Wade Miley, come on now.
That's just funny.
But Means, yeah, been very good. 1.37 ERA, 0.67 WHIP. Of course, that's going to happen when you go 9 innings and don't give up any hits or walks. So, yeah, Marcus Stroman, Scott. Marcus Stroman, baby. Like I said, been pitching well for the Mets. And he has been good in all starts but one. He got beat up a little bit there against the Washington baseball team, giving up 4 earned in 4 innings. But other than that, he's given up 2 or less in each of his 6 starts. So the number on this one, Scotty,
Mets are around minus 148.
There it is. Yep, Mets minus 148. Give me Baltimore all day long here, bud.
So ESPN has this number here, and I didn't have time to fact check it because I just noticed it.
Okay.
Mets have been favored in 20 games this season.
Okay.
You want to guess the record?
4-16.
Correct.
Wow. How about that?
According to ESPN, I don't know how accurate that is. The Mets are 4-16 as favorites this season. That sounds impossible.
It's not very good.
That is awful. Having said that, they're somehow over 500. So
that's really amazing because they're favored in every one of DeGrom's starts. So he's got what, 3 wins?
I believe they've split his 6 starts.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So there's 3 of them right there. So you're saying
I'm not saying anything. That's according to ESPN. I'm staring right at
ESPN is saying of all the other starters, when they've been favored, they are 1-15, basically, right? Yeah.
No. That's what it's telling me. I don't know how that's possibly accurate, but that's what ESPN's telling me.
Well, give me John Means in Baltimore then. Oh no, wait, I liked him before.
It might be based on the run line potentially. I don't even know.
Okay,
maybe it's run line based, which would make a lot more sense.
Well, let me see what I got here, Scott. If only I had the information completely at my fingertips. Let's see. Mets. Favorite win.
I'm not used to ESPN trying to throw out random gambling stuff at me.
Well, they're 4-1 as a favorite in the last 10 games.
So I'm assuming it's based on the run line. So let's assume that.
That's unless they were 0-15 before.
So let's assume it's the run line, whatever. So of course I'm not. Long story short, don't take the Mets minus 1.5. But I usually fade the guy off of the no hitter. Having said that, I like Baltimore in this spot. At the end of the day, the Mets should not be laying minus 148. You can go through everything about this team, how Stroman has been pretty good. You can talk about how the Mets bullpen has not been very good over the last couple of weeks. But the thing I can't get over is the fact that Baltimore's 25th in runs per game. The Mets are 29th. The only team worse than them is Detroit. I can't expect them to score runs against John Means. So if you're looking at a total of 6.5, where the game is probably going to end up 3-2, 4-3, something like that, taking plus money. So I'll take John Means.
Yep, I agree.
Baltimore's bullpen, randomly good.
Both of these bullpens have been randomly good. Mets
last couple of weeks, though, have been kind of up and down.
Yep, but they're good. They're good at home. 1.164 ERA at home.
Yeah,
so,
but
very solid. I don't hate the under there either. If you want to play that,
I don't hate it either. Probably go first 5 under, but
yeah, that's the play. That's good. That's a solid play.
But overall,
talk about how much we like these bullpens and go, yeah, let's get them out of the equation.
I gotta go with the Orioles here, plus around 125, plus 130 or so. I mean, the Mets, really? The second worst offense in the league is playing 148 against one of the best pitchers in the American League statistically this season. I can't do that.
Hey, Scott, Yankees are going to travel down to Florida to get reminded who their daddy is.
It's my favorite pastime. I hate it. It's so bad.
Can't beat Tampa Bay, buddy.
There's no fans there anyway, so does it really count?
They got fans there.
It's Tropicana. Their attendance is always terrible. But can they get a real stadium?
No.
Can we stop with the fourth catwalk in play and the fifth one's out of play? Can we actually have some type of stadium that makes sense?
No.
No,
they're not going to.
That's the appeal of Tropicana.
It's you might get to see it hit a catwalk.
Yeah, it makes it unique. You have a ball that's launched 500 feet and it hits a catwalk and turns into a pop-up.
I know. It's sometimes they're in play. That's what's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not joking. It's the third catwalk behind the whatever. That's fair. It's the fourth one. It sounds like you're making up bases in like a pickup game of baseball.
Yeah, it sounds like you have the largest backyard in the world.
Yep.
You have the only domed backyard, and you got to tell the rules to everybody before your wiffle ball game. Mm-hmm. Scott, the odds makers don't learn.
Yankees are favored. Again.
Yankees are favored. I wouldn't touch the Yankees in this spot.
You can't. I know the Yankees have won a couple of games here and there. Have you seen their offense lately? They won 2 out of 3 against the Nationals. Did they score more than 3 runs in a single game of that series?
They scored 4 runs in the first 2.
They scored 4 runs in the first 2. Okay.
They win 11. They lose 11-4, and then win 4-3 and 3-2.
Okay, and the 4-2 one also went to extras, so they had 2 runs in the first 9 innings.
Yeah, that was it. Actually, yeah, they. Yeah, I almost lost on the under there. Yes, that is correct.
But I am saying that they ended up with 4, but in 9 innings they only got to 4. They only got to 3 twice in that series. Right. But they've won some games. People think the Yankees are back. This team can't hit.
No,
I've watched them play all the time because I'm a Yankees fan. Believe me, it's more painful than you think it would be. But Tampa kills this team every single time they play.
And Jordan Montgomery is the very definition of a 4 as far as a starter goes. He did really well his first start. Gave up 4 hits in 6 innings, no runs, no walks, and he's been stunningly average ever since then.
He's 1-1, got a 4.41 ERA, but he also has a 1.13 WHIP, which means, of course, his home run numbers not very good. Giving up 5 home runs already.
Yep.
But you're looking at his results here. He pitched against Tampa twice. This is somehow the 3rd time he's faced Tampa this season. 5 innings, 4 runs, 6 innings, 4 runs. So I know what I'm getting. Meanwhile, Tampa has a bullpen day, which is never a fun time for the Yankees. I'm taking Tampa plus money because if Montgomery gives up 4, I just talked about how the Yankees can't score 4.
Yeah.
So I have to take Tampa.
As Tampa Bay runs out an endless parade of hitters that the Yankees have no chance against.
They're going to throw out a nice amount of Emmanuel Margot, Lau, and just throw in a bunch of guys, and they're randomly going to piece together 5 runs.
Well, Scott, anything else you want to talk about? We got a couple of our favorites. We got Kikuchi going against Buehler.
Well, I want to ask you one thing. Sorry to interrupt. I want to ask you one thing about something in baseball in general. It's kind of an opinion, kind of putting you on the spot, but still.
Oh, great. I love that.
Kansas City's on a decent losing streak, but they also had a day off.
Yep.
Do you think that the day off helps reset anything, or do you think they just go back to work and say, oh, no, we still suck?
Nah, I think it's good for your mental health.
That's what I think. So I'm kind of curious.
I think that snowball rolls downhill, and if you can put up a wall for a day, yeah, that's cool.
The reason why I'm asking is because Kansas City has lost, 8 in a row, 7 in a row?
I think 7 in a row.
They've lost 7 in a row, but they're laying 137, which means obviously they're playing Detroit. So I was curious, I'm not telling you to back the team that's lost 7 straight.
I'm sorry, they have lost 8 straight. My bad. Yeah, that's right. They lost 1 going in. They lost a 4-game series, 3-game series, and
okay. That's what I thought. So, the point is, I'm not telling you to back a team that's lost 8 in a row, but I do think the day off potentially helps.
Agreed. It's good. It's a battle of 2 really good young pitchers too.
I like the under. Totals at 7.5. Kansas City's 19th in runs per game, but a lot of it came earlier in the year.
Yeah, I told you guys, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I told you this Royals team was about to go in a slump because they couldn't score. I know the signs. I've watched this team, and they have put up some truly putrid performances over the last week. They've topped 3 runs just 1 time in their last 6 games. Not surprising at all. They've been shut out twice. And again, I love this kid. I love this Matt Boyd kid.
Well, both of these people.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Singer, but I've been on Matt Boyd for a long time. And
this is Boyd's first start in what, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, his last start was the 29th.
Okay.
And he obviously had some injury problems there as he got pulled after just 1 inning, giving up 2 earned.
I'm looking at these offenses, and I don't know if I like the bullpens in these games, but the first 5 under there, I can't expect either of these teams to score at any point.
Yeah, I think that's solid. Yeah, and by the way, this is a rematch of a game back on April 24th. Boyd went 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, no walks. Ends up taking the loss 2-1 to Brady Singer. Singer was fantastic as well.
Sounds like an under.
Yeah, I think first 5 under. I expect regression from one of these 2 pitchers here.
Of course, I'm just saying you have a lot of leeway.
I don't want to touch the side, man. This Royals team is cold, but this Detroit team is so bad.
And I don't want the bullpens. So first 5 at 7.5, probably I would say 4 juiced under, like minus 120 on the 4. You might get 3.5, but I'll be optimistic and hope for 4. I gotta like the first 5 under there.
What's the total on that? 8?
At 7.5.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's probably 3.5, but maybe they'll give you 4 juiced under.
Good luck.
That's what I'm saying. So you never know.
They figured that out this year for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's because the games are trending under. But it used to be the case. You could divide it in half, add a half a run. That was your 5-run. That was your 5-inning line, with very few exceptions. Even with 2 great starters on the mound, same formula.
Yep.
Divide it in half, add a half a run. That's first 5.
Not the way. The first 5 under here.
Yeah. Let's play that 3.5. I don't care. Scott, what else? Anything else that you're loving here?
Well, looking at one matchup I do like. I see the White Sox against the Twins. White Sox are minus 117. You got Cease versus Maeda. How are the White Sox only 117 here?
I don't know. Maeda has not been good.
He's not been good, which regression was due because he was a borderline Cy Young winner last year.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody thought it'd be this bad this year. But Cease, really, really good. He's 2-0, 2.37 ERA, 1.22 WHIP. And you look at the White Sox, the Tony La Russa-led White Sox, the 19-13. Turns out that the secret to turning around your season is facing the Royals.
Yeah.
They just absolutely smacked them for all 3 games. They've won 4 of 5. They've scored at least 9 runs in 3 of those 5 games. Maeda hasn't been good. Cease has been good. And plus Minnesota as a team as a whole, not good at all. So I'll take the White Sox minus 117 at home.
Yeah. Dylan Cease currently has a 13-inning scoreless streak, giving up just 4 hits over those 13 innings, just 3 walks.
Good pitcher.
Yeah, he is. And he's certainly the better pitcher in this one.
What do you think this closes at? Like 125, 130? Because I don't know who's still betting on Minnesota.
What is it now, 117?
On DraftKings, it was 117. Now, I know Minnesota, of course, has the talent and the preseason expectations, whatever. At some point, when do you just realize this team, as of right now, is just not very good?
132.
I thought around 130. So, yeah, it sounds about right.
Okay.
I'll get in early, get some value.
Ohtani's in action, Scott.
Can I get the over on walks?
Yeah, no kidding. Going up against McCullers. Houston, big favorite here, buddy.
I don't agree with the line here. I know that I wrote an article about this for StatSalt, so I actually have some knowledge about the matchup in particular. But
not just winging and pulling it out of your butt like your normal plays. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that I had time.
Extra knowledge.
I'm saying I had time to think about it.
Okay. Oh, good.
So I had time to let it marinate, and Houston should not be this big of a favorite. Now, Ohtani's home road splits are atrocious. He's been very good at home, very bad on the road.
Been very good in Japan, very bad in the United States.
Not exactly what I meant, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. But as a whole, I like the over. I'm looking at Ohtani, who just walks a ton of guys, and I think Houston should have a lot of base runners on. McCullers is decent, but both these teams, top 8 in runs per game. These offenses are very good, and the total's at 8, which I think is just too low for these two offenses, so I like the over.
I'm sorry, did you say both of these offenses top 8 runs per game?
Yeah.
That seems unlikely. You want to reevaluate that?
Angels are 8th. Actually, Angels are tied for 7th.
What?
Houston is 4th in runs per game.
With how many? How many runs per game?
Houston's averaging 5.06, which is tied for 3rd in the league.
Yeah, that's not 8.
No, I said the total is 8.
You said both teams average 8 runs per game.
No, I said both teams are top 8.
Oh, what?
As in they rank in the top 8. What are you talking about?
I like it when you didn't have enough time to think about them.
They're top 8.
Random shit out of your butt. They're top 8.
Yeah. What you want me to? I could say top 10, but then it's more impressive than that. But you're looking at they're technically
more impressive than that. Yes, they're fine.
They're technically top 7, but the point is Houston's averaging 5.06 runs per game.
Wait, one of them isn't even 8th, and you said top 8?
Because the Angels are technically ranked 8th, but they're tied with Arizona. I don't know if they played the exact amount of games, so you have to factor that in accordingly.
Not if it's runs per game.
Well, correct, but you have a bigger sample size with one over the other.
Okay.
But point is that both offenses are good.
Okay.
Ohtani walks a lot of guys, probably gives you 5 max. And McCullers is fine, but I am not a big fan of the bullpen, so I like the over.
Give me the Angels first 5.
Okay.
First 5. Ohtani, 1 hit, 7 walks.
It was either 7 or 6.
God, what can you imagine playing the field behind him? Just nothing gets in play.
It reminds me of one time back in like Little League. We switched to softball for 1 year.
What?
We switched to softball for like 1 year of Little League, and then I quit because I hated softball with a passion.
Sure.
So I quit. That was the end of my baseball career. But we had one pitcher who ended up pitching with a softball, and I'm pretty sure he had a 1-hitter, but he walked like 9 guys. We won the game, but I just remember he walked like 9 guys. I sat there and did nothing in the field.
Can he straighten his arm out to this day?
I have no idea.
How old were you?
I was probably like 12.
Were they throwing curveballs?
Like 11 or 12. It was a softball. Like, I don't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. But were they throwing curveballs and then they brought in a softball?
I would say that there were a couple of years we played with actual baseballs, and then I guess some of the parents got worried about the safety or something. Like, I don't even know what happened. We switched to softball, did it 1 year, and I said, this is the worst experience of my life, and I never went back. I quit.
I would not want to be that. I would not want to be any pitcher's elbow that's trying to throw a curveball with a softball at 12 years old.
I signed up for baseball, not softball. So.
Yeah, of course. So they're playing overhand softball?
Yeah.
Oh, make it stop.
Correct.
Make it stop. No. Scott, I have a small pitching career. When I played Little League, I was a catcher. Probably a big surprise, but I used to jack around and throw sidearm under like submarine in practice.
Okay.
So they finally begged the coach to let me go and pitch in a game. I threw 12 straight balls. Never saw the strike zone. Grand slam. That was my pitching career right there.
Did you try to like submarine throw it on the mound?
Oh yeah. It was all submarine.
It's fine. It's very rare you see a ball 12.
Yeah, ball 12. Ball 12. That's first 3 guys get on base, and then I said I'm going to throw a strike this time, and it just grooved one. And the coach, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. And that was it for my pitching career.
Did he even need the signal, or were you just halfway off the mound at that point?
Yeah, I just followed the batter into the other dugout like I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. I'm heading to the showers, coach. Yeah, good times. All right. Anything else? Anything else get your attention?
Not really.
Robbie Ray and Fried Chicken's going.
I was gonna say,
Max Fried Chickens and a Coke going up against our pal Robbie Ray.
Surprisingly underrated Robbie Ray.
The surprisingly underrated Robbie Ray.
He hasn't walked a guy in 3 outings.
He is somebody who just apparently listened to us a lot.
We got to teach this guy some command before he kills somebody. Apparently, he learned how to throw strikes. Give him props for it. I think Atlanta's going to win the game. Should they be this big of a favorite? No, but I'm not taking Toronto because I don't think Toronto's very good.
Who's pitching for Atlanta? You got Fried?
It's supposed to be Fried, but ESPN is undecided.
Yeah, I got something different in another side. I've got B. Wilson.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Wilson at all.
Lying in bed, just like Bryce Wilson did.
Either way,
no.
Yeah, I don't really have many thoughts on that matchup, but
back Robbie Ray. That's my thought.
That's fair. That's definitely an option here. I feel like I have to like the Reds. I know Brubaker's been pretty good this season. I know he's struggled a bit in his last couple of starts, and Hoffman's been surprisingly decent. But Pirates have lost, 9 of 10? 10 of 11?
A lot of not very many, yes.
40 of 41? Like this
yeah,
team,
they're not good. They're no good.
And Cincinnati right now is minus 105. So I'll fade a bottom 2 team in the league getting minus 105.
I think Cincinnati is still scoring.
That is true, and Pittsburgh might take about 27 innings to score 5 runs.
Yeah.
Brubaker's not bad. It's just I can't look at this Pittsburgh team and think to myself, you should be laying in any game besides against maybe Detroit.
No, agreed. Yeah, this is just not a good Pittsburgh team. There's just no offense on this team. I'll take Hoffman. I'll take Hoffman in the Reds. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Kim. Catching a little positive value there for the Cards over Freddie Peralta and the Milwaukee Brewers.
You're telling me you get to fade the Brewers at plus 105?
That's what I'm saying to you, buddy. That's what I'm saying to you.
Sounds like a fun time.
You got Kim on the mound, another kid that we like a lot. Lefty. He's really he missed the first part of the season. Started off slowly, but he looks like he's finding his velocity. He's getting the ball down. So
Peralta's decent. I know Milwaukee has won 2 in a row, but I mean, this team just can't score.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Cardinals, randomly one of the hottest teams in the league. People might not have noticed because they've been good.
Mm-hmm.
They're 21-14.
21-14, all of a sudden out of nowhere.
People probably didn't realize that they were that hot over the last couple of weeks.
21-14, so they're playing 600 baseball.
And they were around below 500 like right before the run, so they've been playing really well.
Yep, I like Kim. I like the Cards to stay hot right there.
Yeah, I don't really have any other games to talk about.
All right, there you go. As always, you're looking for more information on these games or any others, don't forget to stop by and check out winnersandwhiners.com, the number one spot in the world for predictive sports analysis. Always there, always free, Winners and Whiners. And, of course, we wish you guys nothing but the best from me, from Scott, from all of us at Winners and Whiners. Hope every one of those tickets in your pocket turns into cash money when you head back to the window. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow on Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.